Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Mintiejo and I am an American that lives in Italy. And on this channel, we talk about law care, self-care, emotional care, and spiritual care. If you like the content, I'd like to invite you to please subscribe, leave a comment and a thumbs up because we believe caring is sharing and we love to hear from you. Now, today we are going to be focusing on self-care. And our topic for today is called The Secret in the Seed. So I'd like to invite you just to come on in and sit down. I promise you that it will not be long so that we can get right into it. I also want to say that I am not a medical professional. I am a person that believes in doing my research because I think it's very important to know what's going on out there so I can improve my health and my emotional health and anything, again, that's going to help me and others to be the best version of ourselves. So let's get into it. So we are going to be talking about flaxseed. Now, I know you must be thinking, okay, Mintiejo, there is a super abundance of information out there regarding flaxseed, and that is definitely true. But we also know that knowledge is power, and there's nothing wrong with expanding our knowledge. And I have learned so much, and I can't wait to share it with you. Now, flaxseed has been around since the beginning of civilization. It has been here since it all started. And you know, in the 1730s, flaxseed was brought to the colonists and they started using it for materials for their homes, materials for them to wear. They even started using it, of course, to make flour and to make cakes and to trade. And we can see that flaxseed, of course, became very, very popular in the natural hair community, where we can use it to make gels and in our conditioner and so many different things. It also has, of course, great external usage and internal usage. It is filled with omega-3 acids that helps our bodies. It also helps with our cholesterol. It can also help with our memory. It has lithium in it, which is vitamin B1 that helps again with memory and also with our gut health and so much more. But today I'd like to focus on how flax seeds can help with women's hormonal health. So flax seeds are what we call lignans. And lignans have certain compounds in them. And one of the compounds that they have in them is called phytoestrogen. Now, phyto means plant. And of course, estrogen is a hormone. So it's a natural hormone that is in flax seeds, and it actually has one of the highest amounts of phytoestrogen in it, because of course there are in also other vegetables as well. Now, what we have discovered, or what I have discovered, is that flaxseed helps with what we call estrogen dominance in women. Estrogen dominance causes your body to react to certain things. For example, if you have high estrogen dominance, you may be having problems with your menstrual cycle. You may be having problems with low libido. You may be having problems with your hair being too dry, your nails being too dry, skin, fibroids, and the list goes on. And I encourage you to look that up. And what it does, it also helps women that are having the opposite, that are not having enough estrogen in their bodies. So it acts as an estrogen adaptogen. So for example, if you have too much, it will help to amplify or reduce it. Or if you have not enough, it helps to amplify that. So it's a wonderful, wonderful miracle seed that can help us with our hormonal health. And that's not just from my advice. There's so much information out there regarding that. I encourage you to do your research on it before you use it. And I'm going to get into how you can use it as a smoothie, etc., etc. I'm actually going to do that in my next video. So I want to give you my own personal testimony because I think it's important to tell you how it has helped me. Now, I started noticing a little idiosyncrasy that happens in our families. My family, the women in my family, after a certain age, tend to start getting these little, actually what we call chin hairs. And they started talking about that, and I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm talking women in their 30s, okay, as well. And so I started noticing this about 5 to 6 months ago, and I was like, what is going on? Now, I will say that I am going through menopause. I am at that age. And of course, as I said before, when a woman starts to go through menopause, her estrogen drops. And estrogen is very important for us ladies, for our hair, for our bodies, for our skin. It's very, very important. So I started to do my research, and I'm not interested in anything synthetic. I'm not knocking anyone that wants to do that, but for me personally, I like to keep it as natural as possible. Okay, so I started doing my research, and I came across this information about flax seeds. And so I decided that I was going to go ahead and do what we call a flaxseed smoothie. And I will leave my next video will be about how I do my flaxseed smoothie. And I did that for about 3 weeks. I did it for at least 2 to 3 times a week. And let me tell you, and let me get closer, I started noticing that these were gone. So what that showed me was that my body was decreasing in estrogen. So I needed that estrogen to be heightened a little bit. And flaxseed did that for me. So I just want to encourage you, number one, to do your research. I will leave a whole bunch of information below, actual studies that were done by people, by doctors, okay, nutrition journals and articles, so that you can choose if you would like to do this. Some people don't like to use a flaxseed for whatever reason, but I wanted to leave this information for you so that you could understand what the benefits are, both internally and externally, and especially for women's health. This is Mintiejo. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed this information. If you have used flaxseed and it has helped you, please be active and leave your information below. We'd love to hear from you. Again, caring is sharing. I will see you in the next video. You have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe, leave your comment. We'll see you soon. Arrivederci.